All right, guys, let's dive right into it. Welcome to another edition of Webinar Wednesday. It's great to be with everyone here today, the end of August as well. It's August 30th today. Glad we can slip in this extra webinar. If this is your first time joining us, and I do see a lot of new names and faces there, welcome. I am Jason there on the left, and we're lucky to be joined as always by David Rockland, the digital strategist, and so much more, pulling so many strings here at BD. David, thanks for taking the time to join us in on this webinar.
Hey everybody, glad to be with you for another webinar. Got a lot of good updates coming and a couple surprises. Really looking forward to it. So today's going to be a fun one.
Yeah, today's going to be a fun webinar. We're going to keep things cool and mellow. We have a few lab updates to share with you guys and some surprises. The good news as well, we are streaming live on YouTube. So hello to our friends out there in YouTube land. We definitely recommend you subscribe to the BD YouTube channel. You can go to brilliantdirectories.com/YouTube. Go ahead and take a moment to do that now. It's a great way to get notified as soon as we publish webinar replays. We post tip of the weeks, new feature tutorials, and more. And bonus, because we are streaming on YouTube Live, the replay of this webinar will be immediately available afterwards, and we will post that in the Facebook group. I definitely recommend you join the BD Facebook group. Also, another plug here, you can head on over to brilliantdirectories.com/Facebook and click on that blue join button. All are welcome. The discussions and conversations are very enriching. I'm in there myself. You can ask how-to questions, troubleshooting questions, I'm stuck questions. Myself and the community will always do our best to help you out. So we invite you to join and look forward to seeing you there. Whoa. We have some giveaways and prizes. We had a month-long post in the Facebook group. It was lots of fun to win an iPad. We have a few more extra prizes if you don't win the iPad, an Amazon gift card, lifetime website plan, and one more secret surprise. But before we get into announcing the winners, I got Dennis here next to me. We all love Dennis. Before we announce any winners and the prizes, we're going to dive into a few lab updates and just a little bit about Webinar Wednesday, because I do see a lot of new names and faces out there. Really, Webinar Wednesday is a great way for us to share some of the newer features that are released into the platform week after week. Of course, there are dozens of patches and fixes that we also release, but some of the more tangible items that you can take actionable steps on to help grow your community, that's what we like to cover in Webinar Wednesday. So if you have any questions on topics such as increasing your traffic, converting visitors to members, improving your navigation, or any troubleshooting questions about your membership site, please save them. We'll have a lot of time today for some Q&A in just a little bit. All right, and we have a small handful of BD Lab updates to share. Most of these are pretty straightforward, so I'll just breeze through these starting at the top of the list here. For a while now, you've had the ability to convert a search results page into its own static page, its own individual page where you can add specific content to a search results page. So if you wanted to add content to just your California member search results page, you were able to do so. We have a video on that, but now you can do it for specific membership plans. So in case you didn't know, you can assign a URL and see all members of a specific membership plan. That's always existed, but now you can also add custom content to those membership plan pages. So let me, because there's a few components here, I'll just start on showing you, if you don't know, where you can customize a membership plan search results page to see all the members on a search of a membership plan. So we start in the admin dashboard here, and let's go to the finance tab and take a quick look at our membership plans. Now, I've done this as an example for one of the membership plans here. This is our webinar demo site. Over here, the premium paid plan, if we go to edit, and once the edit form loads up here, a quick way to find this is if you use the search filter here and just type in URL. And also you can customize the URL of the sign up page, but we're going to head over to search visibility and we'll see membership plan search results URL. And in this one, we called it Pro Members. You can call it Featured Members, you can call it Special Members, whatever you want to call them, Basic Members, Lawyer Members, whatever it may be that this membership plan represents. And we can go to this URL here, and we can see that this plan only had one member, but we can see I've added a custom hero section here. We love our Pro Members. Do you want to be feature member as well? Bad grammar there. Sign up now, even a call to action. And here's the one lonely member, and also some additional custom content. This custom content can be more than just text. It can include images, forms. You can embed YouTube videos or videos from other sources as well. Whatever your heart desires can be in the content section. So let me show you how I did that. When you set that URL, Pro Members, what you want to do is copy that URL, Pro Members, and go to your web page builder, and you can click New Page. And for that URL, we want it to match exactly what you entered in the membership plan for that for the URL. So I put Pro Members here. Now here's the trick for this to work. On the right-hand side, under Page Type, we want to select Member Search Results Page. It will know that this is going to be a member search results page, and it should correspond to the URL that you've selected for that membership plan. From there, you can go ahead and save your changes. Now, I've already created a page like this, so I'll go back to the web page builder, and I'll show you what we added. Scroll down here. A lot of test pages created on this demo site. Let me scroll up to and just search for Pro. Here it is, Pro Members. So let me edit this. So you can see I have that URL, Pro Members. The page type is set to Member Search Results, and I've added some content here, and we'll just add a bunch more. So here are some paragraphs, and also the hero section, I've enabled it, and then it adds the title and so on. And then if you scroll down the hero section, I've added that call to action to sign up now. This is really cool. You know, it can be whatever call to action you want, or you can omit it. And I'll save the changes, and I'll show you one more thing before we move forward on the content. So I'll just refresh this page here. And if we toggle open the read more, we can see those paragraphs of content here. Now here's something, right now we see it as tabs. However, there are other options here. If we go to page options, here we go, where we want the custom HTML placement, the text editor text. Right now it's inside a tab. Let's move it. There's a few options here. I won't go through all of them. Let's just move it above the member search results. And we'll refresh the page. So here, now we can see above the search results, there's no tab. Now we can see that there is that body of text here. Again, great place for a video, clickable icons, images, and so on. But now you can create a dedicated page with customized content on it per membership plan. Security. We're all familiar when you log into certain platforms, whether it be Facebook or your online bank account. After a certain amount of minutes or days or whatnot, you need to log back in. That's a security feature to make sure that if you've logged in on a public device or computer, your account doesn't stay open indefinitely. By default, BD sites, I believe, were 7 or 30 days, but now you can decide in minutes how long a member session will remain active on a specific device before they are automatically logged out and required to log back in. Let me show you where this setting is. If you're worried about if the site is very sensitive and you're worried about this kind of stuff, you can reduce the amount of time. If you're not too concerned and it's just a fun, friendly site, and even if someone left a session open, there's no harm, no foul, you can keep it at the default or longer. So we go to advanced settings and search for session in the keyword search here. And if we scroll down, we see here member login session active minutes. So this is a number represented in minutes. And this big number here, 10,080, no commas, by the way, represents 7 days. That's 7 days times 24 hours times 60 minutes gives us 10,080 minutes. So you can increase this or reduce this. If you wanted it to just be an hour, like some bank sites are, et cetera, you can set that to 60 minutes. So that exists now, and you can, again, increase it or decrease it at your discretion. This next one here, a pretty big deal related to the language on the site. If you've been with BD for a while, the past year we've been focusing on providing more translation options. There were some deeper URLs, for example, when members are editing their own posts in the URL structure, it was hard-coded as, for example, account/blog/edit, and you really couldn't change that /edit. It's still a work in progress. There's a few more places that we need to update, but the majority of them are taken care of. So if you're translating your site and also care about translating the URLs in the web browser, you can head on over to advanced settings and search for page URL in your filters. And let's do that together. We're already in the advanced settings. Let's go to page URL. See a handful of settings here. Remember, dashboard URL, by default, it's account. If you need to translate that into Polish or German or Chinese, it can support that and you can change it. So there are a handful here. Arrange is when you're arranging the photo order of a photo album. That's its own page. So you can just scroll down here, and if you need to translate your site to another language, and for continuity of that, you can change the URL slugs here. There's quite a few of them. I think we've reached most of them, but if you find one, you can report it to the support team and we'll create a ticket to get that added to the list here. And lastly, we've added a ton more speed optimizations, this time more so in the admin area. The front end is looking nice and stable, but we are always looking for opportunities to improve that. And also coming soon, also related to SEO, the ability to optimize individual file names and alt tags of post images and album images. So if you're really looking to edge your SEO with regard to photo optimization, you'll soon have the access to do that. Also, this one's going to be a little bit slower, but we are working on refreshing some of our staple themes as well as creating new themes for specific niches, post types, and also adding more color sets. Of course, themes are a great starting point for your site. So we're just trying to get you entered into a theme so you can start adding your own touches. The goal of a theme is to have 75 to 90% of the site built for you, and you just plug and play to make it your own. Also, this one is a big one if you're migrating data to third-party platforms related to webhooks and smart lists. You'll soon be able to automatically schedule smart list syncing to send out and trigger the webhook data to be sent to third-party sources. So if you have a smart lists are dynamic. So as new members enter into a smart list based on filtered criteria, every hour or every day, you can send that data to the platform of your choice. And if there's a new entry, it will add them or just reset the list entirely. Also, BD is working on a Helpbot. We did slip in a sneak preview in the Facebook group. This one will probably be released in the next few weeks, but I can show you a quick demo of it. There's still some training to do. Here, let's go to the dashboard. We can see this little icon here. You guys do not have this right now. Our team is testing it out, but soon you'll be able to click this, and really, it always prioritizes and thinks that you're asking questions related to BD, but you can ask it to do other things. This is ChatGPT. So this is a chatbot powered by ChatGPT that you'll be able to have conversations with. There are some guardrails out there to make sure that it's answering questions in line with Brilliant Directories. However, it can do other things for you. Let's do a quick example. Let's say you need I need 3 email subject lines for my lawyer directory to welcome new members. Let's see. So there you go. It's giving us content. So if you're working on your site in the admin area, you're trying to come up with blog article ideas, creating static pages, writing emails, need marketing ideas, or just troubleshooting questions about the BD site, it will be able to answer basic questions and hopefully more granular questions as well as it continues to get trained. So we're working on this, and probably realistically, what are we in, August? Let's say 2 to 3 weeks, or sometime by closer to the end of September, this will be released. And I know this is going to be really helpful because ChatGPT is not available in some countries right now. So this will be something that you can access to kind of chat with it and bounce ideas off of for your BD site or whatever purpose you need. And it'll be available to all BD users. And yeah, along with that, I can't say thank you guys. A lot of the updates we push, most of them are from your support tickets that you create, your feature suggestions. So big shout out to everyone out there. If you have any questions or comments about what you see on your screen right now, please feel free to raise your hand. We'd love some feedback. Definitely helps us out to improve things. All right, we got Olga's hand up.
Hi.
How you doing?
I just have a quick question about member articles. They're going to upload a lot of very valuable articles, but as far as I understand, members can control them. So say at some stage they decide to change the content or remove it altogether, which I don't want to happen, because the arrangement is that we sort of own the article. It should stay with the website. So what's the way to go about it?
So you're posting articles on behalf of some members in their account?
Well, is there any way that members can post those articles, but we can control that they never remove them?
Sure. Actually, yes, you can. I don't want to get too deep into it, but I'll show you the quick way, real quick. What you want is the add-on for post moderation, advanced post moderation, and you remove the ability for the member to unpublish their own posts. They cannot choose the publish or unpublished status, so they can create them, they can add them, but you, the admin, will control the post moderation, so if it remains published or not.
I didn't know that because I have the VIP thing, you know.
Yes, so watch this video, but in addition to that, you're going to want to take it a step further. I'm going to share this. So you can, there's a video on that page. It talks about how you can set up the post moderation. Let me log in as a member here. There's one more consideration, because I don't think, and actually that's a good note, post moderation control ability to delete a post. I don't think that exists. So what I'm going to show you now is, let me go to manage posts. Let me log in as a member who's posted something. I'll show you what you're going to want to do.
See, it's very important.
Sure.
Yeah, if we kind of promote things and then all of a sudden the article disappears.
Sure, of course. Also, but also, like, if the member doesn't want, I mean, sure, if that's your model, that's fine. But under here, under actions, you're going to want to hide this delete button. So you can edit this. You can edit this or just hide it with CSS. But if you don't want them to edit or unpublish or delete a post, use the post moderation and also remove that delete button there.
All right. Okay.
Okay. So so that would be my best suggestions for you there.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, we'll take more Q&A later. Let's move on to some fun stuff here, and we have some giveaway prizes. David, why don't you give us a little bit of a rundown of what we can expect, and do you want to share what that fourth one is just yet?
I think we'll leave the fourth one as a little bit of a surprise. It's a good one. I think it'll make everybody here happy. We did another iPad giveaway over in the Facebook group. So we'll be randomizing all the people who entered the giveaway, their names, and picking a random name for the iPad. And then we'll also have some other winners for Amazon gift card, lifetime website plan, and that surprise prize as well. So this will be an exciting one. Always looking forward to announcing the winners of these giveaways here.
Fantastic and awesome as always. And we definitely want to thank the community. It was a lot of fun. Here is the post. We did close the comments on it at 1:30 today. We had 739 comments, and we've filtered out everyone's name here who entered. I'll just scroll down here. It is a long list. Nevertheless, let's run the contest. The first prize will be for the iPad giveaway. What we did is we copied everyone's names here and we put them in an Excel list. And there are about 676 unique names. We did remove duplicates. If you're not in the webinar right now, fear not. We will find you on Facebook if you are the winner, and we will hunt you down and make sure we get you. We're going to make sure you get that iPad. So what we're going to do here is lots of fun. Let's delete this empty cell here. We will copy all the names here. And we have a fun tool that we use online. It's called wheelofnames.com. We use this internally for a lot of BD contests with our team. But let's paste everyone's name here, and we can see this wheel has now been populated with everyone's name, and we're going to give it a spin, and we're going to shuffle the names here. And you can't win a prize twice. So if you win a prize, we'll omit your name from the next spin. But let's go ahead. We had 676 entrants, and let's spin this wheel and find out who the winner is here. All right, I have some sound effects of this wheel spinning in the background. This is for the iPad Air. Let's go here, and it's spinning. Jackie Northedge, congratulations. Actually a BD All-Star. Let's see if Jackie is here in webinar. Let's search for your name. I don't see Jackie here, but let's save your name here. Congratulations. We will find you on Facebook, and we'll just say iPad. Congratulations. Jackie's been with BD for quite some time. Happy to see that you've won that there. But we're not done just yet. We'll remove Jackie's name from the list. And that was for the free iPad Air. We'll get your information, Jackie, and hit you up on Facebook to get your mailing address for that. All right, moving on. We are giving away 1, 2, 3 $150 Amazon gift cards. And what we'll do is we will spin the wheel the first time and see who gets the first Amazon gift card. I hope it's you. There we go. All right, here we go. Let's have some fun and spin this wheel for this next prize. And will it be you? Let's see who it will be, red, yellow, or blue. And Sarah Jane. Sarah Jane, congratulations. We got DT, Dennis clapping it up here. So that is a $150 card. Let's see if Sarah is here in the webinar with us. I don't see her name, but we will find you and get connected with you to get that to you. Let's remove Sarah's name and let's spin the wheel one more time. Raise your hand in the audience if you want that wheel to pick you. Come on, guys. I think it's good luck if that happens. This Steven's raising his hand. All right, let's see who gets the next $150 Amazon gift card. We have a red winner, Daniel Voice. Congratulations. Let's put you here in the list, 150 card. Let's see if Daniel here. Okay, Robert's got his hand up. Now we're getting some excitement. Brian's got his hand up. All right, let's see. I don't see Daniel's name in here. That's okay. And for the third and final Amazon gift card, let's spin the wheel one last time for Amazon gift cards. All right, Carolyn, I see your hand up there. And Dax, hope it's one of you guys. Let's see. The Contractor Network Houston. All right, that is, I know who that is actually. It's their Facebook group. All right. So yeah, Houston, we have a gift card. All right. All right, so we got the iPad, we got the gift cards, and the next third runner-up prizes we have is a lifetime website giveaway. That is equivalent to the $14.50 lifetime website plan from Brilliant Directories. If you are the winner, hopefully you have another idea for a website. We've had some people who were still in the process of joining and they were a lucky winner. If you don't have any need for another website, we will include a free license transfer for this, so you can give it to friends, family, colleagues, or whatever you choose. But let's spin the wheel and see who will win a lifetime website from BD here. All right, we're spinning that wheel. And the lucky winner of a lifetime BD site, Darren Monk. All right, Darren, congratulations. Let's see if Darren is on the webinar. Could be. Let's see. We don't have a Darren in here today, but that's perfectly fine. What we'll do is we'll spin the wheel one more time for one more lifetime site giveaway, and that's not the surprise that we had at the end. So we'll do one more spin here for a lifetime website, and then we'll do the extra special surprise at the end. All right, let's spin this wheel here. I'm hoping it's you, whoever you may be. All right, Christine, congratulations, Christine. We're happy for you, lifetime website. And let's find out, do you guys want to know what the fourth surprise was? Again, use the raise your hand feature. I promise you guys will love this surprise at the end. All right, yeah, let's see those hands up, guys. All right, fantastic. All right, the extra bonus surprise is one more iPad. We had so many entrants in the Facebook comments, almost double from when we did this back in March. So we're going to double up on the iPad giveaway. Again, we thank you guys for your participation. It's always lots of fun to see everyone chiming in, especially when they have some cheeky comments to post as well. So the last spin that we're going to do right now is for the final prize, which is one more iPad Air. Again, I hope it's you. Let's remove the name here and let's spin this wheel one more time. All right, moment of silence. I hope it's you. Alina, congratulations, Alina. Super happy for you. We had 2 iPad winners. We have Jackie and Alina, and we have a ton of runner-up winners. If you guys did not win, don't feel bad. We'll probably do this again towards the end of the year, and it's always fun to see the family participate, the BD family participating in things like this. So thank you guys. We have the names of the winners here. We'll reach out to you guys shortly and get you your prizes. So guys, thank you for that. That was tons of fun, and we can now switch gears over to the Q&A section. We'll do our best to help you out with your membership website. So feel free to ask any troubleshooting questions, strategy questions. If you want us to take a look at your site, we can do that as well. So feel free to use the raise your hand feature, and we can get started with the Q&A section here. Brian, how you doing?
Pretty good. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's working now. How are you?
Pretty good. I just had a couple of things that I'd like to recommend.
Sure.
Like, as you know, I always do. So the first thing, which is like really most important for me and my site, what I'm working on is, you know how the sidebars for the top and the bottom for mobile view?
Yes.
Since you guys are adding all of these like extra things on the, like for the search results in the static pages area.
Yes.
That option is not available in there. And when you do the like member search results and stuff, it's showing up at the bottom.
Gotcha. We have a project card for that on the roadmap. So that one is on the list of to-dos.
And then I think a great idea for like a new theme, if you guys are still looking for one, would be like maybe a dating site. I don't know if.
Or some people connection site. Yeah, sure. Dating/person connection site. Cool. Theme idea. Yeah, we'll look into that. We'll definitely consider it. We're also thinking of themes that are already made in other languages or specific niches, popular niches that people want to start out in. So definitely we'll look into see if that's a possibility as well as we go on this theme journey through the end of the year.
And I got one more quick question. Do you think it'd be possible for post types if you could do like the actual category in the URL somehow?
That is on. We want to tokenize categories so you can have a few things. You can have a slug. It can be part of the slug, so it can rank better for SEO and a few other things. For example, customizing the URL for a category, not just emulating what the name of the category is. So that one we do have a project card for as well.
Cool. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for the suggestions. Always good. Always good to hear from Brian. All right, I have a name here. I may mispronounce it. April. It looks like you're self-muted. April, Aprile. Hi, how are you today?
English, it's just April.
April.
Thank
Sorry.
you. Yeah, no problem.
Where are you calling in from?
I'm a digital nomad. I'm currently in Willemstad, Curacao. It's the Dutch island in the Caribbean near Venezuela.
We're all very jealous of you right now.
It's
Sounds
hard
like
work,
fun.
but it is a lovely thing. It has been fun.
How can we help you today?
Yeah, I just started with Brilliant Directories. I'm glad I found it, and I'm really curious because of wanting to make a directory of professionals, which I know that's a big thing from a lot of your members. And my curiosity was if there's anything on your site that gives like a fast track to it, because I'm very tech savvy, but there's a little bit of a learning curve, and I'm all for it. I just wanted the quickest route. I didn't know if there's a specific.
I do have the quickest route for just a moment. Let me find this here. for like just a minimal viable product. Obviously, you can always
Yes.
continue evolving the site over time, but I do recommend this video. I'll share this in the chat here. It's a 15-minute setup video. It basically gets you through like basic configuration and what you should add to your site so you can at least start marketing it. There are some gaps in it, again, because it's really just for minimal viable product, just to get something online, but this would be a great starting point. And then in your admin area, there's some like technical configuration, like connecting your Google Maps. There's some instructions on that just so your search works properly. But between this video and those, that should be a great starting point to at least allow you to start showing the site to your friends and family, and then from there you can start actually inviting people.
Okay, because if you don't mind, another question was the recommendation. I always feel like when something is a startup, you're getting it together, you're getting it out there in the world. Do you share or recommend or guide like having a site that's open and free at first, and then charging for membership, or
I'm
just
an ad.
from the get-go?
Sure. So if you're going to start charging, you're going to want some more things in place because you have to give people like a reason and purpose to join.
Right.
A lot of that could be solved by a strong mission page. You probably want to populate your site with a few founding members yourself, whether you add them or invite them yourself. And then you want this site to already be, whether it's it sounds like you're doing a directory or professional, but it needs to be a SEAM established. I have a couple more blog articles I can share with you. Let me share these. I think you'll like these. You can search our blog, brilliantdirectories.com/blog. Here it is, 25, this is 25 stats, but it's really 25 plus ways that you can like kind of show that your site has credibility from the start. And even for new sites that don't really have stats. So for brand new sites, what you can share. So at 7 minutes, 22 seconds, but you can watch the whole video, but this is pretty helpful. I dropped it in there in the chat for you. And also just search the rest of our blog for, getting started and things like that.
Wonderful. Appreciate it. Thanks so much.
You're welcome. Welcome to the BD family. All right, April, good questions there. All right, Karen, let me unmute you here, Karen.
Hello.
How are you today?
Good. Loved that thing about being able to customize post pages. That's very cool, and I can see that being useful. I am wanting to set up a jobs post type, but in the search results, I've got it on my website. I want to remove the start date.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be happy to help you. Do you mind sharing your site?
Yep, it's mynewjob.nz.
All right, let's take a look together. Just a moment.
The page I'm mucking around with is jobs new. It's not the existing jobs page. I've created a new one. Jobs new.
So let's go to the post settings and look for jobs new together. This one here. Let's go to see what the search results page looks like. Okay, so you want to hide this posted date, right? Okay.
No, I want to hide the start date.
Gotcha. Okay. So let me see here. What we can do is we can hide it, or we can just remove it altogether. Which would you prefer? And you can always restore the code if you ever need to as well.
Remove it altogether.
Okay, great. What we can do, this is a good example. Not everyone needs to do this, but if you're looking to edit some of the templates, such as what you see in the search results, you can come here and get the header, and here's the loop. And if we do a search here, let me find this, just a moment.
So my question with that though is when someone's adding a job listing, it's still going to show a field there, or can you hide that field so they don't enter it?
You can actually hide it so they don't enter it as well. Here's the start date. We're just going to remove this from the area here. You can also edit the form to remove the start date field from ever even being inputted by a user. Is that something you want to do as well? You can hide it to start and then decide if you want it back later.
Yep, I do, but I can probably figure that bit out myself. The next question I've got is when you click to view more, and I'm not sure how to do this. See how it's got that new NZ 50,000?
Yes.
What I want to replace in there is a free text field so that they can put AU for Australia, and then have the choice of being able to type an hourly rate or an annual salary, so make it more of a free text field. Is that possible?
Yeah, so what you can do instead is, I'm not going to do it on your site, but I'll show you where you can do it.
Yep.
What I would recommend is go to your form manager and go to jobs. Is this the job seekers one or no?
No,
Okay.
not.
So
It would be the default one.
Yeah, so we're going to customize the default one, and we're going to look for promo or price. Let me see which one it is here. Excuse me. Okay, this is the so post promo, and then what you want to do is change it from the field type from price field and just change it to I wouldn't do a multi-line, I would do a single line,
Okay.
just so they could put it. And then also, so I would change that. I'm not going to do it on your site, but change that to single line, and then toggle open this cog and add both some help text, such as write, like a brief compensation or compensation, whatever it is, and even put like in the placeholder, you can do like example and then say like AU $150 per hour or something like that, or per salary per year. So add placeholder text and help text, and that will guide the user to know what they should be entering in here. And I will take it one step further for you, because in the UI here, there is a limited amount of space. You don't want them to enter, for example, this much text up here.
Yeah, sure.
So you can test it out, but under actions, go to validation options and turn validation on and set a max character limit here. Max, you can do 0 and maybe set it to maybe 100. And that way they can't write more than 100 characters here, and that will also force them to be more careful about their choice of words that they're entering here as well.
Okay. Is this webinar recorded?
This webinar is recorded. The replay will be available in the Facebook group shortly after. So I know I went a little quick, but this should be enough to get, this should be enough to this, if you watch this again, and if you save your changes, that should be enough to kind of make it an open field.
Brilliant.
And limit it so they can't put, infinite number of characters there.
Excellent. Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome, Karen. Good job. Bye. Good stuff there. Karen's always working hard on her site. Not the first time she shared her site with us, and it's good to see your progress there. All right, let's see who else has their hand up here. Oh, we got a good handful. We got 2 Stevens. Let's go with the PH Steven first. How you doing, Steven?
Great. How you doing?
Pretty good. Thanks for joining the webinar.
Awesome. Always love it here.
Great. How can we help you today?
Well, I've had a lot of customization work done. I hired a graphic designer for the front side of my website, and just wanted to know if you recommend any changes on it to make it a little bit easier with UI, UX, if you have a moment to take a look at it.
Would love to. What's the name of your site?
boardcertified.com.
That's right. All right, let's take a look together. Now, let me just ask a general question. How is the site performing for you? Are you satisfied with how users are interacting with the site, signing up to the site? Do you notice any obvious issues that you're looking to remedy?
Well, we restrict people from signing up in the typical way. Now, this is one of 5 sites that I have. So the others are more normal, more directory-based, and this is a directory-based site as well. But we try and keep the integrity of the site because it is all physicians. They're all board certified physicians on this site. And the vast majority of them are well, no, I shouldn't say that. There's 400,000 members. I have about 400,000 leads in here, names and addresses and telephone numbers. We have 26,000 or 27,000 members. And all those members pay us off-site. In other words, they send us annual checks. Annually, they send us checks. So we set this one up a little differently. Is it a great site? Yeah, we're getting a lot of traffic. We get tremendous feedback from the medical community. And certainly with plastic surgeons and aesthetic practitioners is our primary target.
Okay. There's one hard and fast rule. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And obviously you don't want to make any drastic changes. Just looking at it off the bat, I think the site seems professional and credible. The font families you've chosen are good. You're not overusing bold on this site, which helps keep it calm and a good calm demeanor, which is kind of what you want on a site related to medical and doctors and things like that. I like that you have a limited menu option. I can fix this for you so it's on the same line here, unless you meant for that to be pushed down, because the resources, can you see my screen? I'm sorry.
I can, yeah, and I would love it if you could fix that for me. That would be really
that's a simple fix here. Let me just quickly check that out. Let me just do this. Your homepage is good. It's not overcrowded. That's the header main menu. Let's go back here. Let's go back at your homepage real quick. The call to actions are clear. You have your search box here. It's important that the search box is there like that in this case, because it lets the doctors know that they are meant to be found on your website. That is the primary purpose of the site. The second purpose is physician sign up. And just scrolling down here, you have good information for your two target markets the marketplace you've created, the patients on one side and the physicians on the other. So it's very clear who your audience is supposed to be and who belongs on your website searching. And then everything else looks pretty reputable because, again, the colors that you've selected. Again, good use of the streaming widgets. You have happy faces here. This is good. It shows that there's live activity. Again, not overusing streaming widgets on the homepage. And then you have some star ratings, which again adds to the credibility not only of the site but to the members of the site as well. And then we have some ancillary information here, quick links to categories. And then this is good for actually SEO, is linking to your most recent blogs here on the homepage, or just selected blogs that you've chosen that provide the best experience for users who are just visiting your site for the first time. So actually, I don't have really any notes that could make it better or worse, just to put this little arrow on that same line there for now.
awesome.
All right, let me check this out here. I think we're just gonna do equals white space. This is no wrap. And all right, let me just add this one line and see if that fixes that. And that should actually, let's see here. There we go. And it actually, I think that's what it's meant to look like.
Yeah, that looks good. And two other things. Number one, it's something you did recently. It sped it up. It definitely did speed up my site. That's nice. You know, in terms of analysis, we look at it. So when we do a search, it's coming up a little quicker, even though it was pretty quick to begin with, especially with over 400,000, listings in there. It's hitting pretty good. And the second thing is, I used to use another directory site that I literally spent a couple $100,000 on going through.
Oh,
and
wow.
man, this thing is lightning better, heads above shoulders of any other piece of crap I used out there. So yeah, I appreciate it. I thank you very much. It's working out really well for us.
Glad to hear that. Thank you. Well, yeah, looks good. Again, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And I'm glad we could get that. And if you want to join us again and give us another progress report, we'd love to have you.
Great, I appreciate it. Thanks again.
You're welcome. Thank you. All right, good stuff there from Steven. And let's see here. I see some hands up here. I'm not sure if we called Kim. Did we call on you already, Kim?
Yes, but to the gentleman who had the physician directory, and
Yes.
he indicated that he was getting money off-site. That triggered, let's say, a flexible question on my end.
Please.
My site, I started about a month ago, and I have 2 enrollments, or 3. The first one I did off-site, and I was wondering if there's a way to reflect that incoming money on the finance page.
Yes, there is. Let's ask the chatbot together how to accept manual or offsite payments. I know where this is in our documentation. I just want to see how the chatbot is going to do this. I also misspelled it, and that probably is going to thing it. While that's doing it, let me go to the Brilliant Directories search portal and mark as paid. Let's see here. Manual billing management. Here we go.
Okay.
So there's a few things. You can start the subscription for someone even if they don't have a credit card on file, and the system will start generating invoices that are due. However, there's no credit card on file, so it's obviously they're not successful transactions. However, you can manually mark them as paid. So I'm going to share 2 articles with you. This is one, manual billing management. It gives you some tips and tricks on how to manage this. And it's very common that people are not doing their payments on their Brilliant Directory site because they have other business entities set up, and then they just, make sure that they keep the profiles up to date on their BD site. The next one is mark as paid. Let me find this next one. Here we go. Let me see what the chatbot said. Let me do how to mark invoice as paid. Let's see if it gives it. Okay, there we go. Login, actions, mark. Actually, these are the correct results, and it gave us how to manage invoices. Is this the correct link? No. So you can go to the link that I shared. And also, when you have somebody who's past due or upcoming, because there's no card on file, you can come here to the past due section, and you can come here and mark as paid. So you can manually set this as paid, and you can even leave a note here, and you can say, why is that toggling up and down? Well, that's a little demo thing there, but you can add a note here and say how they paid, whether it's a check or maybe a PayPal transaction or what have you. So you can leave a note about why you manually mark this as paid. This is a demo site. We can just go ahead and do it. So mark is paid, and they will be moved. Generate, and then it asks you if you want to generate the next invoice for them, if you want to continue the billing for them. Next invoice generated. So those are the methods to do it. If you want to also track offsite payments in your Brilliant Directories database. I know that was a mouthful and I was scattering around, but it is in the documentation there in that article that I shared.
Okay, so real quick before you go.
Sure.
So on the screen, I'm seeing Thomas as a customer. And let's say on this screen, because it was manual, the amount is 0, but I want it now to reflect the $299.99.
Sure. So what we're going to want to do is we want to start a subscription for the member first. So let me show you. Let's backtrack a little bit. So there we go. So what you can do here is when let's say something was refunded, but then they ended up paying again. So you can come here and you can mark it as paid, but what you can do is you want to start the subscription for the person. So when you come here, you can go to the member's transaction info and click on new order, basically creating a new subscription for them. Choose the membership plan. Now they shouldn't have a credit card on file, but they're a premium member at $20 monthly, and you can go ahead and start that. So this person doesn't have a credit card on file, but we're starting them at $20 per month. So let that process. And if we go back to their transactions, well, this person does have a credit card on file, but it would be, let me do mark as unpaid. So let's set that as unpaid. You can also set things as unpaid as well. So in case something happened. So let's refresh this. And it's not working as I want it right now. However, you start the subscription form and then it creates the invoices. The invoices will never be paid through the system because there's no credit card on file. So when you see the invoice in the upcoming or past due columns, tabs, you can then mark them as paid and leave a note if you want. And that will, and then it'll just continue creating invoices monthly. And every time they pay you, you can come in and mark it as paid. And you can also see who's still unpaid. You with me there, Kim? All right, Kim went on mute. No worries. It was a mouthful there. However, that's basically how you can do it. So start the subscription with a new order. Invoices will be generated monthly, annually, etc. They will obviously be unpaid with no credit card on file, and then you can manually mark them as paid or unpaid. All right, let's keep things moving along here. And we got one more question from April here. How you doing, April?
Oh, can you hear me?
Can hear you fine, yes.
Okay, great. Okay, so thanks for my third question. As I said, I'm creating a site for my colleagues and like fellow professionals, but I also teach professional development to these same professionals of a very specific topic. And I'd like to create one day an additional directory for those professionals who teach this specific topic as well. And this may be a mouthful, but is it possible that one site's members, like upon selecting that, they have they have a specific category or subcategory of specialty, or perhaps like premium membership versus a premium plus membership, that they could feed into another directory site?
Yes, so that you will
awesome.
do two, you're going to do two things with that. What you're going to do is in Developer Hub, you're going to want to utilize a tool called WEBHOOKS, and we have a video on this. And what you will do is Webhook basically sends data out from your website. So every time a member signs up or they fill out like their contact, they join your site and then they choose their categories, etc. Let me see here. You can create a webhook, and I'll share a link with a video on this. You might be a little early for it, but you can basically send the data out. There's a few ways through smart lists, through member signups when they sign up to the free plan or the paid plan. And if you're interested in gathering more information up front so it gets sent, you can do that. So you would do the paid plan sign up. So anytime someone signs up or creates data on your site through one of these methods, you can send it out from your site. And then the flip side of that is you would use a tool such as Zapier, and you would then create a new member on your alternate website using that data. So let me share one video here from our blog, and I'm just going to choose one of these. This shows you how to like create members on your site using lead pages, but imagine if you're creating members using the webhook functionality. This walks you through the finished product of how to create the member on the alternate website. So I'm going to drop this link here, and with webhooking out data from one BD site and then creating a member on your other BD site, that is totally possible. It just requires a little bit of configuration.
Okay. Very fun. Thank you, because that would solve my 5-year plan, which hopefully now will be 2 instead. So great.
Fantastic. You're welcome. All right, guys, I think we're at the end of the road for this webinar. All right, guys. Let's see, we're gonna spin the wheel one more time here. Let's do one more site here. We still got a lot of people in the webinar. We're gonna spin the wheel one more time. This is a final lifetime website giveaway. Maybe it's for April, who just talked about a second site. Let's find out. Totally randomized. Is it going to be red, yellow, or blue, or green? Drew. All right, Drew, congratulations. You got the lifetime website here. Guys, thank you so much for a fun webinar. To all the winners, we will reach out to you on Facebook and deliver the good news to you. I know we have people in different countries and different time zones, so not everyone can make the webinar Wednesdays. We gave away 2 iPads, I think 3 lifetime websites, 3 Amazon gift cards, tons of fun. Lots of lab updates. We are at the end of August. There will be a replay of this webinar posted in the Facebook group. You can join us at brilliantdirectories.com/Facebook. The next webinar will be in September. It's already getting towards the end of the year, guys. Man, time definitely flies. So we'll have the next webinar in 2 weeks, and look forward to seeing you guys there. On behalf of myself, David, the entire Brilliant Directories family, we love you guys. It's been great. It's always fun doing things like this, and we look forward to seeing you in the next webinar. Have a great day and a brilliant week, and take care. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.